Alright, hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to another episode of me ranking things. So if you haven't seen the last video, I ranked all of the WCA events from the ones I most enjoyed to the ones that I least enjoyed or just hated. And in this video, I'm going to be ranking all of the WCA events by difficulty. So without further ado, let's just get right into this video and I hope you enjoy. So I'm going to start off with 2x2, and in my opinion 2x2 is the easiest event. Well, one of the easiest events, and as most of you probably know, it is really just a luck-based event. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in luck-based because it's like the easiest one, and most of it's just based on luck, and that's all. Next up we have 3x3, and 3x3 is harder than 2x2. It's like what most people learn how to solve first, but it still is kind of difficult to learn at first, but it's definitely one of the easier ones, so I'm gonna go with easy. Just under 2x2. And then 3x3 OH. Now, all 3x3 OH is just 3x3, so it's as easy as 3x3. It does require a few different other finger tricks you have to know, but other than that, it's the same exact process as solving a 3x3, and nothing is exactly as much harder than a 3x3, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in easy alongside 3x3. And then we have feet. And I already said in the last video, this is not an event anymore, but I'm still going to go ahead and rank it because I want to bring those vibes back. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead. Oh man, actually, so I would put it in the same spot as 3x3 and 3x3 OH because again, it is just solving a 3x3, it's just with your feet. But unlike OH, it is actually harder, I feel like. Like you have to do so many different things with your toes, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of uncomfortable and it's harder. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in meh. And then next up we have 3 blind. So, it is a hard event to learn, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this in hard for now, but I'm probably gonna change it by the end. I'm planning on learning 3 blind in the future, but I'm not so sure. It's kind of a harder event, and it's pretty fun. I feel like it would be pretty fun, so I hope to learn it in the future, but for now I'm putting it in hard. I might change that. And then 3x3 multi-blind, it's just a step up. It's like more 3x3 blindfolded, and so that's obviously harder than 3 blind, and I don't know if it's the hardest one, so for now I'm going to put it in harder, but it could be changed at the end. And then we have FMC, which is another event that I don't know, I feel like shouldn't exactly be an event, and in the name it just says challenge. So, it's not that it's hard because, again, it's just solving a 3x3, but it is trying to find the quickest and easiest way, so you need to know other steps like block building and stuff. And it does make it a little bit harder, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in meh with feet. And then we have 4x4, which, this is a kind of harder one. It's not a harder event, but it's kind of hard to choose where. It is harder than 3x3. So I am gonna put it as harder than that, but it's definitely not like a hard event, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in meh for now. And then we have 4 blind, which is definitely a lot harder. It's one of the hardest events in my opinion. Some of you might not think that, but in my opinion it's definitely one of the hardest events. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that in painful to solve because, I don't know, that's just gotta be hard. You really need to just have like good memory of the pieces and stuff, and I don't really think I'd be one to be able to do it. And then 5x5, I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the same spot as 4x4 because it's basically the same thing as 4x4, just one extra step, but it doesn't really make it any harder. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in meh with 4x4. And then 5 blind, which is another thing like 4 blind. It's definitely extremely hard in my opinion, and it's harder than 4 blind, so it's gotta go in painful to solve. And now we have 6x6. And so 6x6 and 7x7 are just another step up from 4x4 and 5x5, but they are a little harder and they're definitely a lot more time consuming than the other two. So I'm going to put 6x6 in hard. It's not that it's like a really hard event, but it's definitely harder than the other one, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in hard for now. And then we have 7x7, which I feel like is the same as 6x6. It's just another step up from 5x5, so I'm going to put that in hard as well. Alright, next up we have Pyraminx, and Pyraminx is another event I feel like is pretty luck-based. And so I'm going to go ahead and put it with 2x2 in the luck-based category, just for now. It's not the most lucky event, like 2x2, but it's definitely a lot more luck-based than it is skill, or, like, algorithms, in my opinion. And then Scube. So, as most of you know, Scube is just a shape mod of Pyraminx. It's just a cubic Pyraminx. And so technically it should be at the same spot as Pyraminx. And all the algorithms are just sledgehammer after sledgehammer. But it is a little bit harder, and it's kind of harder for beginners to comprehend, or like for beginner speedcubers to learn. So I'm going to put that in just one step harder than Pyraminx, and I'm going to go ahead and put that in easy, along with 3x3 and OH, if that will go in there. Alright, and then we have Megaminx, and so Megaminx I feel like is another thing kind of like 4x4 and 5x5. All it is 3x3 really, except it just adds more steps, but also has, you have to insert like 5 pairs, 5 F12 pairs, so I'm going to put it as harder than 3x3, and it's kind of a thing like 4x4 and 5x5. It's not much harder, but it just involves more steps. And so I'm going to go ahead and put that in meh. And then we have Clock. So, Clock is an event. It's not luck-based, really, but it's kind of hard to learn, I guess, whenever you're just getting into it and you're like, I want to solve Clock. So you try to learn Clock. It might be like, whoa, what is this at first? Except then whenever you actually learn it, it's a lot easier than you think. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in easy with 3x3, OH, and Scube. And then finally we have Square One. Now this is an event that's actually quite easy once you know how to solve it, but for people who are just trying to learn how to solve it, it's really a lot to get their mind around, and the algorithms are kind of tricky with like the -1 and 2 and up to 6, and then you have parentheses and slices and all these other kind of weird moves. But once you know how to solve it, it's actually a lot easier than you might have thought originally. But I'm going to go ahead and put this in hard along with blind 6x6 and 7x7, just because, I don't know, it's harder at first, but once you know, it's pretty easy. But yeah, I'm going to stick with hard for now. And yeah, so now I'm going to go over every single category and see which ones I need to change around to make it better or more even. So starting off with luck base, I have 2x2 and Pyraminx. I think I'm going to stick with that. That's pretty good. And then for easy, I have 3x3, and then OH, which is basically the same thing as 3x3. Then Scube, which I'm not putting in luck base just because, I don't know, it's a little harder, I guess, than Pyraminx. And then Clock. Alright, that makes sense. For Met, I have Feet, FMC, 4x4, 5x5, and Megaminx. So those all make sense. I'm not going to change any of those. For hard, I have blind, 6, 7, and Square One. I think I'm going to switch blind to harder, because now that I think about it, it definitely is harder than Square One, 6x6, or 7x7. So yeah. So yep, that was hard. And now on to a harder. Okay, so I have multi-blind and blind, so those make sense. I'm going to put blind one step ahead. And multi-blind is just 3x3 blindfolded, except more than one, but I'm not going to add another category just for that, so I'm going to put blind and multi-blind in the same spot. And then finally I have painful to solve, and I put 4 blind and 5 blind, and those definitely make sense. I don't know if I should put multi-blind in with those. I think I'm going to leave it for this, like this for now. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, anyways guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel, as well as turn on all notifications so you don't miss out on any cool new videos on my channel in the future. Also, share this video with everyone you know and comment down below if you like this kind of video or just what other video ideas you have for the future. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you all next time. Bye!